in 1964, I became aware of this guy called Davey Graham, who was a god on the scene at that point. He could play a guitar and he could sing in a kind of a rough and ready style, in the way that no one before him, and very rarely anyone after him, could do. And he was the precursor of the entire folk scene. And I'm not joking with you, he is the man. He was the man who started our little corner of acoustic music. It was like sort of knowing Vincent van Gogh firsthand. You know, you wouldn't want to take him home, but you really loved what he did. You know, what he did was magic and turned everybody on. But anyway, this particular day, I go round to see him because I'm still tentatively thinking about, you know, getting a band together with him. And so we're there, and I arrive up the stairs. This is a place in Ladbroke Grove in West London. And I arrive and he's just had, obviously, physical altercation with his woman. And she is in some kind of weird and not so good state in one corner. And I'm thinking, geez, I want to get out of this. I don't, you know, because I've walked into the middle of something which is, you know, purely domestic. And the next thing he does is to offer me the works, which is, you know, the heroin thing, the needle, you know, all of the works. And he's obviously just shot up himself. So I'm just thinking, well, I can't go there because I've already been through my heroin period. And so I kind of pulled back from that. And I'm thinking fast now, let's get him out. Let's get him out because I want to give her a break. I want to get out of the place altogether. It's really uncomfortable. So I get him out onto the street. He's blind in one eye. He's 6 foot, wiry, strong as any man you've ever met. White, curly hair, blue eyes, one of them blind. Extremely fit and a fantastic musician. This is this picture. We get out onto the street and he says, and he's got this public school accent. Oh, how are you? Jolly good. You know, so it's kind of bizarre, a really bizarre mixture of West Indian culture, British culture, American culture, you know. Everything is in a mix with him. So we get out onto the street, and he, the first thing he does is wire up this bike, and he starts the bike with a wire. You know, and I'm thinking, this is a motorbike. It's actually a moped. You know, I'm thinking, what? We're right on this then. We're going down to the West End. From Ladbroke Grove, we're going down to the West End, which is a distance of about 4 miles, something like that. And so he starts the bike. So we're then flying along roads in London. And it's busy roads. I mean, it's not as busy as it is now, but they're really busy roads. And we're flying down them, and then suddenly I've got a guitar that I'm balancing somewhere around my back, and I'm holding him around the waist, and I'm thinking, I'm on this bike with a man with one eye on heroin. It's just, I had this weird scene with his wife. And we're going round to Hyde Park Corner. And there's all these buses. But anyway, we got there, down to Greek Street, which is where, you know, the folk club was in those days, 49 Greek Street, a place that we used to know as Les Cousins. And we, you know, that it was a relief, and I just thought, phew. And then he just dumped the bike. And I just said, what have you done? What is that? So why didn't you know, he says, what? And I said, well, the bike, you know, you've got to stand it against the wall or do something with it. And I just sort of leave it in the street. He said, why not? I said, well, you can't do that. He said, why not? It's not mine.